I started here with working with gold miners in 2017 with Jaramba, my chairman, with Farmers of Gold. And I have my international chairman here too, Dan Odida, and all my other friends and miners. And what we're talking about here today is Dr. Mining Manhattan, which is an AI. And the AI basically is a conversation robot. So what it does is you just ask it a question, tell it a problem, and it will give you a solution. So we've customized this on top of ChatGPT-4 and modified it so it works on WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger. And it also speaks 105 languages, and it has voice. It responds to voice as well. So it's using the GPT-4 model. And I just modified it myself. I started on this project about 5 months ago, and it's moving so fast, the technology, that we're just ahead of it, and we're right on the cutting edge. And I thought, what I want to connect all these miners, who we do use WhatsApp primarily for communication, to create an AI assistant with a custom data set that basically will allow them to ask a question about any particular part of the process. We have over 50 steps in the whole process, and each one of them require a lot of detail, and we don't always know exactly the next best step. So we're designing this bot to create a response to every individual question, no matter how specific it is, that it gives a good response to show the way forward towards better, safer mining.
I'm called Dan Odida, the National Chair of Artisanal and Small-Scale Miners Association of Kenya. I'm glad to be here today in Lolgorian in the official launch of the artificial intelligence information that we've been in the process of developing for quite some time with my colleagues like Matt Hells. I'm very happy that today we are here together with the miners and you, the media, that we may launch and hear more about the mining Manhattan, so that at the end of it, we want to ensure that we demonstrate that indeed we can explore other viable options of getting information regarding mining sector in the entire republic. This one will act as an information hub that will always be giving us information that are relevant to mining industry in Kenya. For instance, you can ask or type any question regarding mining, and the AI technology that we are introducing today will be able to answer you. Most miners, including partners and all those who have been involved in this sector, quite a number of people have lost quite a lot of resources as a result of lack of information.
Yani nimeshaifanya ndio kazi yenye ninafanya, kazi yenye ninafundisha nayo watoto, kazi yenye ninafundisha nayo watoto wangu. Sasa naona hii mining imetusaidia sana. Tena vile tunashukuru kwa dokta, ametusaidia kwa elimu, tumejifunza vitu vingi sana kwa mining.
Mimi ni Simon Odoye Jaramba, Chairman of Lolgorian Farmers of Gold. Leo tumepata Dr. Mining Manhattan ambaye tutaongea naye online. Na wakati tutaongea naye online, tuko watu tofauti tofauti. Kuna wale wanajua Kisungu na kuna wale wajui Kisungu. So Manhattan, Dr. Mining Manhattan anatumia hiyo lugha zote. Ikiwa wewe unaweza ongea Kiswahili, utaingia online kama uko na smartphone like this, utaelewana na yeye akuambie chochote ile unataka.
Going to be part of launching of Dr. Mining Manhattan in Lolgorian. It's going to be one of its kind because this is going to be in Lolgorian, and in Kenya, for the first time we are having a mining AI, and I'm so happy with the fact that people are now kind of welcoming AI, and it's going to be a major project that's going to help us and the people around. All I can say is that we are the tech guys, we feel like it's okay if the nation can implement the Wi-Fi project that they say they are going to do, so that it can help us, because we have found quite a number of people who are coming to us about the AI, how they can use it, and because we have a minimum of connection around, and as much as we are trying, we've been helping them. So if the government could have been in a position to implement the Wi-Fi project they said, it will be in a better position to help the people around.
We're launching the AI, Dr. Mining, which you can use to ask questions about mining. We urge all the miners to communicate and to respond through the AI, Dr. Mining, about asking questions on how you can do better mining. Those who are doing leaching, those who are doing hand mining, grinding, you can ask about that question using the AI, Dr. Mining in Longorian. When you don't have a smartphone, you can visit the Saimara Cyber to be directed on how you can Google about mining, or how you can ask several questions about mining.
Elements like mercury and cyanide, and then eventually moving out of those things to the other stages that are a little more expensive to do. But we want to lead them step by step to that direction. And meanwhile, taking a look at health aspects and all types of things like that. So this will also be applicable to local doctors and everything else like that. The database is quite big, and then we're also going to be putting in the miners' information, because our sector is quite, we have a lot of internal data that's not public. It's mentorship type techniques. So with that, we thought this bot would really work good. So we're just starting in the pilot project here in Logori, Kenya. And as we move forward, we'll keep training the bot to work better. I've used it to translate a message to my mining friends here from Tanzania. So we're really excited about the one-on-one engagement of this technology. So if you're familiar with this, you'll know what I'm doing. If you're not, we have our number here. I'm going to be brave, and if you zoom in, you can see, you message it on WhatsApp. Simple process, you'll get a response, and it will dialogue about anything, but it will keep focusing back on mining related issues, because it's designed to focus on the mining community and all of our many issues, and it will address everything from relationship issues to mining issues to every kind of thing, even political issues. That will have a way forward, a dignified way forward.
So go as a loss, and in fact in most cases they've lost quite a number of resources, simply because we lack the definite and most precise information to guide miners on what to do, who to partner with, who to involve, and what to do at what particular place. And this is why the AI information hub that we are introducing today is an information center that will be able to advise both miners and every participant who is interested in getting involved in mining activity or handling minerals in Kenya, to have the correct information about where you can get it, who to get it from, where you can get it, and how best you can access such information. So basically this one is in line with the policies and the regulations that are being brought up, that are inquiring that we as miners, we need to have the correct information, so that we don't do things contrary to the rule of law, and also we don't do things in a manner that can end up a miner losing resources that are very important to develop our nation.
What's being fed to it has been fed to it with people who are well acquainted with the mining industry. So if you ask a question to the AI or Dr. Manhattan, it will give you answers to the things that it has already been asked previously, because the building up of something like an AI takes professionals to do that. So because it's basically based for miners, it will give answers and answer to questions that are basically applicable to people, and we'll find it more beneficial to us.
There's a lot. Depending on if we can get sponsorship, because it's not free. If we get sponsorship, if we get a company, hopefully someone in our downline, the minerals do everything that we mine with the national board. It's not just gold, it's tin, tantalum, tungsten, cobalt, many others. I can't, lithium and all these other things that we mine at small scale, but there's approximately 45 million artisanal small scale miners. We refer to the ones we're working with as community miners. These are the ones that live and breathe in their communities, and they're looking at safety issues, they're looking at those types of things. And those 45 million miners are over 80 countries. So we decided to start here where I started in 2017, and just bridging a gap here, and we're really excited to see how far this goes. But definitely as we expand more further, we have another organization called the Global Community Miners Forum. That's an international organization we started last year. Our chairman from ASMAC, Artisanal Small Scale Miners Association of Kenya, he's also a team member of that, as well as our local chairman, Simon Jaramba. So we have every stage here, from the regional farmers of gold to the national level to the international level of our Global Community Miners Forum. And hopefully that gives you a picture of how we're going to expand from here, and then we'll likely go to Indonesia next. But we're working out the bugs to make sure it works good. So if you try it and it comes up a little bit short, just try it again. Sometimes network issues, things like that, but it's working phenomenally well thus far.
Hope that we will continue developing it further so that it adequately addresses all the other parameters that might have not been included now, because this was a pilot program and we are launching it for the first time. We are expecting to do much more with Matt Hales, who has been at the forefront of developing this forum and this important gadget, so that come some few months ahead, we'll all find all our relevant and needed information in the same information system. So we are looking forward to addressing the key issues that have been affecting our miners that regards information. Information is key. When a miner wants to mine, he has to access some information to guide him or her on where to mine, where the particular kind of commodity or mineral he wants to mine, probably where it is found, and probably who are involved in that kind of mining of such a mineral. We also need to know, especially in Kenya, which particular counties are involved in such commodity mining. That kind of information we'll be able to get in the AI information that we have today. So we are looking forward to seeing a sector developing in all spectra, including access to information. Our government is doing the much it can to ensure that we access this information, but that does not stop us, miners, from being proactive to access other avenues that can, at the end of the day, contribute to our great volume of information that will be relevant to the development of our sector.
Challenge yenye tuko nayo wenye hawana smartphone, kwa sababu sio watu wote wako na smartphone, watu wengine wako na batteries. Sasa hiyo ndio challenge yenye tuko nayo, lakini tunajua tutasaidika upande ya hiyo nini, cyber itatusaidia, kwa sababu ukiwa na shida yoyote unaweza kimbia uende uulizie pale upate usaidizi.
Kwa sababu challenges ambayo tuko nayo, hatuna machines ya kufanya kazi kwa mining kwa mining pits. Hatuna protective gears, yani vifaa vya kufanya mining kwa processing sites. So hiyo yote na mafunzo hiyo yote tutakuwa tunapata online kwa smartphones. Kwa wale wako na smartphones, nao niko na furaha sana tukilaunch Dr. Mining Manhunt in Lolgorian Farmers of Gold itatusaidia kupata elimu mahali popote uko. Ukitaka PPEs, protective gears, utapata mafunzo na mahali unapata hizo vitu online kwa Dr. Mining Manhattan. Ukitaka machines, utapata mafunzo njia ile utafuata.
Now we have quite a number of miners, and for instance, if you go to Migori, you will get over 12,000 miners. If you go to Kakamega, you will find quite a number of miners. But overall, we are talking of a population of 1.5 million Kenyans directly and indirectly involved in mining activities. So we are looking at a bigger population of Kenyans that will be beneficiaries to this kind of program. About 11 or so active mining counties in Kenya, and we expect all these mining counties to access this kind of information.
It's important because we are going digital. We are going digital, and as I said earlier, we are so happy for the fact that the whole nation is accepting AI, and we have to go with the technology. So, being a nation that is having AI in industry like mining, I feel like we're in a better position, and we are going to welcome it because I feel like in Kenya right now, statistics followed, you'll find that a number of people have WhatsApp right now. And if they don't have, we have an alternative of visiting us or any other cyber around you, because this thing is going to be a nationwide thing. So you'll visit any cyber around and click onto the link, and you'll be given the answers to the questions you have.
A few glitches. It works surprisingly well. It's really easy to understand because it's the same as talking to an individual if you're messaging someone on WhatsApp. So it's very simple. That's the benefit, that's the beauty of it. And the challenge is now, the next steps will be to collect the most accurate data, because our details are not on the internet, so they're not in the data set yet. But we do have a custom data set, and the challenges with using the custom data set as of now is it slows down the response time, and that's not a very big complaint. That's just a natural course of making the bot do a couple different things to get the right information. A movie called The Watchmen, and one of the characters in that movie actually was radiation poisoning of some sort, and then he found he was able to know everything and be everywhere all at once. And so I think it's a good representation, and this is why we've kind of emulated that with Dr. Mining Manhattan, is because he can be everywhere all at once, accessible by WhatsApp, where we mostly use. And most mining communities, the majority of the miners have WhatsApp, they're using it. And the ones that can't will be using the cyber cafes, local cyber cafe, to access it if they need to. But it's a private way to ask serious questions. Sometimes we don't like to share our secrets. So, because we need to keep things protected, we are dealing with metals that are precious, and so we got to keep things close. But we need that opinion. So it's a one-on-one kind of conversation. And with Dr. Mining Manhattan and Dr. Manhattan from the movie, it just so happened he knew everything. We're going to teach this bot everything we know about mining, so that any miner at any stage can start to find the next step way forward, all the way up to large-scale working with government, with their data sets and everything else like that, to steer everybody towards formalization and legalization, and also to reduce mercury use. We start with containment, and then we also move to, and even with cyanide, and containment of cyanide, like keeping pH levels above 10. And then also with silica dust poisoning from drilling. We want to get water on the end of those drill bits because dust kills a lot of miners. So those are some of the things that Dr. Mining Manhattan can confirm. Someone doesn't trust somebody. And the most important thing I guess I would add here is that I'm a miner. I became a gold miner right here in this area. I learned every technique of gold mining, and I'm coming at this from a miner. This is not an outside initiative. I'm not boosting anyone. I'm working with miners. So the mentality is miners mentoring miners. There's more experienced miners that can come, and they can also they can mentor the younger ones. And if they don't have time, they can just give it once to the Dr. Mining Manhattan, and then any question can be responded to for the next step kind of process. So it's a huge thing. It has massive potential to go across many countries, but we do need to talk to some of our organizations that are companies that in our downlines that use our materials, and see if they want to come and help the artisanal small-scale miners, which we refer to as community miners, help us out by getting us the right information.